trying to bring awareness around what happened to me on Friday morning. For those who don't know, for those that didn't see the live, on Friday morning I was held hostage in my hotel room for 3 hours. My bank account was emptied out and there were explicit recordings that were taken off me. I was made to undress. I was made to get on my knees and pray. And there were horrible and scary videos that were shared with me as well of how I would end up if I didn't cooperate.
Hey loves, please welcome back to yet another trending story segment with me. So this is a story that is currently making rounds on, especially on TikTok, guys. It is between Mpho. She is the lady that I inserted at the beginning of this video. She's basically explaining to us that she was unfortunately held hostage at a certain hotel and was unfortunately raped, and a lot happened to her. It is so also unfortunate that as she was narrating the story, she then also, I think this is her trying to expose a makeup artist. She goes by the name of Makeup by Tando there on TikTok. She then further went on to share her experience with Makeup by Utando after she was basically held hostage. So she comes forward and she says, so I cancelled my makeup bookings for Valentine's because of what happened Friday morning. I tried getting a refund without explaining what had happened because I was not ready to speak up. Did Usisi not tell me, you're making your problems mine? You're clearly having a bad day. And proceeded to then block me. She then went on to share screenshots of her basically paying the money to Makeup by Utando, which was an amount of 1.5, and she then goes on to show us more information about the entire experience she had with Makeup by Utando. Okay, now I don't know why she forgot to also attach that Utando basically spoke to her about their policies and procedure, guys. I think this is something that we are all familiar with nowadays. Makeup artists, beauticians, they do this a lot, so that nabo bezokwazi ukuthi when you decide to cancel, they don't lose much. Because remember, if you cancel, then that means they would have lost 1.5, and instead I think let's just call it a protection fee. Instead of them losing that 1.5, then they get to keep the 50%, because obviously that slot is gone and no one else booked in that particular slot. I don't know if I'm making sense, you guys, but I'm sure you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. Nonetheless, you guys, Makeup by Tando did share her side of the story. Let's listen to what she had to say.
Bloody shit. You don't even know why I cancelled. You don't know why I cleared up and cleared corn. Simple thing. You should I don't do full refunds, but I do 50% refunds. And I understood that. You say imali yami. Uhlelo yini ukuthi naseqaleni ukuthi uzokwenza 50% refund. Bengizokwamukela lokho ngenhliziyo emhlophe because ngiyazi ukuthi ama-cancellation policies asebenza kanjani. Uzokhuluma yonke lo thuvu uyikhulumayo. Hey, hayi, ulibambe kanjalo yeso. Ulibambe, uligcine futhi kanjalo. And count every fucking cent that you make because you're going to need it. It's going to be a very long year for you. Bloody shit.
Like, why are you not because I understand. No, Tanya, complete booking procedure. Also, you can't expect me to know that you had problems when you didn't tell me. I didn't know. Yes. But why are you texting me? Yeah, but why are you texting me? Yes, that's why I was talking to you. That's why I don't do refunds. Well, I told you about half of your 1.5, but you just fought me. You didn't even give me a chance.
There's nothing about half of it that works around you when you coming back.
I haven't said anything to you.
Oh, so you sent me what did you think I was going to do? Call you and happy birthday. I was going to say happy birthday, Beyonce. I was going to say Kiki. I was going to show you. I'm not one of your small clients that you are dealing with.
Why yesterday? What did I do to you?
I was calling me out with me. I was calling me out. I was calling me out.
No, wow, you clearly on a very bad day, and
if I put you through what I went through, then you're going to get that day.
No, but you mean
don't do that fucking now. I will show you. I will show fucking you.
Okay, why are you fighting me?
So after Mpho basically shared her experience with Makeup by Tando and was painting her to be this really bad makeup artist, and also went further on to share on her TikTok account, I think this is what she wrote. She said, "You'll need to stop hiding behind policies like they law-abiding contracts to scam clients out of money you didn't work for. Nothi ngeenkomo zedlozi." Yo, guys, this is a difficult one. I don't know if Mpho really actually went through the policies and now she's just taking out her anger on Makeup by Tando. But nonetheless, Makeup by Tando also decided to release an official statement where they explain what basically happened. Okay, they're saying, for clarity and context, the client booked a service and was provided with our booking policy, right, which clearly outlines cancellation and refund procedures. The client cancelled on the day of the appointment. So, as per our policy, a 50% refund was applicable. And this was also communicated to the client. And so then when this was then recommunicated, she went off to insult Unoltando, as you guys heard from the video clips which I inserted for you guys to listen to, right? And then they further went on to say the refund process was completed promptly once the client provided banking details, okay, which she sent 2 days later. So she is the one who seems to be at fault because she sent the banking details 2 days later. And all of this she is doing via Instagram, as she was now blocked on WhatsApp, sorry guys, because she couldn't stop with the insults and those affected Unolutando. During communication, the client was using, as you guys heard for yourselves, she was using offensive and vulgar language and did not allow for a constructive communication in response. Okay, a DM was then sent and it had nothing to do about the grape, about the entire incident. We very much sympathize with that, but could not allow to be spoken to in that manner that she did. Okay, they also further went on to share that they've attached evidence of all the communications, as you guys heard for yourselves, including messages, voice notes, and call logs to provide full transparency. So this would be, of course, the side of Makeup by Unolutando. We are really so sorry for what happened to Miss Mpho. Obviously, no one deserves to basically go what she went through. However, how she dealt with Miss Noltando is also really unacceptable because she was sent the policy on time. So yeah, guys, this will be the full update on this trending story. Please do let me know what your thoughts are down on the comments, and I will surely see you shortly. Bye, guys.